Hi, Sarah. This is Joey Lawrence.
Hi, Joey. Nice to finally talk to you on the phone.
Yeah, nice to speak with you as well.
From me just kind of looking at your social media, you have been approved for this project?
Not yet. We're working on it. It's what the letters are about. We had a little bit of a hiccup with the water, working through that, and then we need to go through the land permitting process through the county. That public comment period is currently open until June 7th, so that's what all those letters are about.
Well, Joey, I would love for you to kind of tell people the basics of what it is.
It's a surf-specific outdoor recreational park. We like people to think of it more as a summer ski resort or something more similar to like an indoor rock climbing gym. It's where people are going to come to learn, train, hone their surf skills. And so Barreled Surf Park, the way we hope to do it is we have partnered with a company out of Spain called Wave Garden, and they build a machine called the Cove, which falls into the category of big wave surf technology. Probably a half dozen different companies, all with their own versions of the technology. But what our technology does is it can spit out a 6 to 7 foot wave on demand that you need to paddle in and catch, just like a real ocean break. And so
a lot less dangerous. No sharks to deal with.
No sharks, no currents, lifeguards on duty.
Okay.
Yeah, and basically what we tell people is, because we know a lot of Pacific Northwesterners go to Hawaii and stuff for vacation, so before you head to Hawaii, instead of wasting your vacation learning to surf, learn to surf with us, and then head over on that awesome vacation and spend your time in Hawaii actually surfing.
And it's a great way to like lose weight and just stay fit.
Yeah, absolutely. There's definitely a fitness aspect to it. The sport of surfing took me on a journey. Literally, I chased around the world.
Oh, cool.
So it has a way of broadening people's perspectives, and generally surfers care about the environment and their impact on others, and so it's a culture that I think everywhere could use a little bit more of.
Based off of the photos, is this just going to be a warm weather thing, or is it going to have like a dome? It'll be closed off.
Nope. We're a seasonal operation. We would look to run April 1st to October 31st, basically mirroring the ebb and flow of the ag industry that we're hoping to surround ourselves with. We did choose a location that is off the beaten path a little bit, but that was done on purpose. There was a survey done by Trans World Business asking surfers what they look for when choosing a surf destination, and the number one thing was a pristine natural environment. Yeah, and so it seems a little counterintuitive because we're making an artificial wave.
Yeah.
But
in the middle of nature.
We wanted to provide as much of a pristine environment of the Yakima Valley, and we found a piece of property that's up in the Yakima Ridge with a killer view of the whole valley, including Mount Adams, and so we think it's going to be a hit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I went to the University of Washington, and that's where I met the guys that started Bailbreaker.
Okay.
So that's how I originally got introduced to the valley.
The hops brought you, but the waves are going to keep you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. At one point in my life, I was doing the travel scuba instructor thing.
Oh, cool.
And then an unfortunate scuba diving incident happened, so I don't dive anymore.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's what it is.
Bummer. Those are the risks. That's why you signed the waivers.
That's it. But I still definitely encourage everybody to do it. It's like going and visiting an alien world. But my goal in life was to introduce people to the ocean. I wanted to encapsulate and be a good neighbor to the Yakima Valley, but we do believe that this is going to be a regional draw and potentially even a national draw. We think these surf parks will eventually be everywhere, which is why we took great care in choosing our location and very protective of the atmosphere and environment that we're trying to cultivate. Everything is embracing the rural theme, so our entrance building's a barn, our bar and restaurant modeled after a roadside fruit stand, our surf school is a tractor shed, our hotel is actually a bunch of just freestanding 1, 2, or 3 bedroom cottages, all with the kind of corrugated metal.
Okay, so we've got a call to action is what's going on right now. You've come up against a couple of hiccups, but so you need everybody that loves this idea to write a letter.
If this is something that gets people excited, we would love their support. We would love to let the people that make the decisions know that there is a huge groundswell of support and for bringing attractions like this to the Yakima Valley, because we believe you guys deserve it. So we think that's the one piece that's missing is some really fun, cool, family-oriented outdoor recreational activities, taking advantage of being the Palm Springs of Washington. I know some people hate that, but yeah, that's
it's better than Clackamas. so I'll take it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. No, we want this to be a project that people from Yakima can point to and go, yeah, that is in my hometown. Barreled is in Yakima, Washington, and wear our stuff with pride, and hopefully it'll shed some positive light on the valley.
I am totally into this. So where could people follow you to get updates and all of that?
So we do have a new website that's being constructed. It's not quite live yet. So at the moment, we're asking people to follow us on social media. We have a Facebook page and an Instagram. That handle is at Surf Barreled. That's SurfBarreled. And that's also the surfbarreled.com is the website. But like I said, we're working on a new website. But those are the places that you can follow along for updates. And there's information about how to send a letter, who to send it to, and then some fun facts about the park. And especially we address all the water concerns. That is a sensitive issue. We've partnered with the farm that's directly south. They are a part of the ownership group, and they are willing to stop growing a certain number of acres of orchard, which is about 14 is all it takes for us to run the park. So
it would be using the same amount of water, just using it in a different way than it was being used before.
Exactly, yeah. So the same amount of water is coming out of the ground, whether the surf park is there or if it's not. And then the pool doesn't need to be emptied every year, but in case of an emergency, we're going to build the infrastructure that it can be captured in the farm's retaining pond and then used on crops. So
waste not, want not. Hey, look
exactly.
at you.
Exactly. So we want to be, again, surf culture is being good stewards of the environment.
Yes.
And we know we're building something artificial, but we want to do our part to do the best we can to minimize our impact.
Perfect. I'm going to put information on our website, kffm.com. People, make sure that you join his Facebook movement and Instagram movement, and then when the website's up, I'll add that on there too. Anything else, Joey, that you would want the community to know about? Because I'm going to play this interview on air for everybody.
Oh, man, you're making me nervous right at the end.
I know, right? No pressure. Don't mess it up. No.
Just want to kind of reiterate that we just think that the Yakima Valley deserves this. The Yakima Valley, particularly the rural agricultural side, is really special and worth showing off. And our park, the location and how we've oriented it is to show off and highlight those aspects, not to interfere with anything that they've got going on. And we've got support from some of the biggest farm operations out in the valley, so we believe that it's a positive thing all around, and we would love your support to help us get it through all the permitting phases.
Perfect. Joey, thank you so much. He is from Barreled, the potential surf park that could be coming to our valley. So write your letters. Cutoff is June 7th. Let's join the movement, shall we?
Thank you very much.